Okay, so I've done all the finagling with the gear. I've repaired everything that I can. Mostly up to good condition, 90 something on everything across the board. I did get a good bit of money for clearing out the monolith up north. Special reward from Lukash. Well, no, actually it was from one of the lieutenants in the base, but either way, by proxy, I suppose. I have some extra ammo and some extra materials that I don't need. Bought a bunch of lockpicks, opened all the stuff up, and got a lot of good gear from the entire thing. Got a good bit of money from the briefcase. And I've invested in a CMS kit and a Serv 12 kit. This is for treating limb injuries. This is for treating the torso and the head. So I've got myself fully covered with these two. Hopefully I will never need to use them, but given just the last engagement alone, something's telling me that I will be in a position to use them. What the actual hell? No, you know what? That actually makes sense. It doesn't make sense that loners would move in this quickly, but the fact that there's no freedom soldiers here makes a lot of sense considering how many have just died mere minutes ago. So I take back all the complaining that I was about to do. And I knew this guy was like, I was like, there's something very funny about this person here. I wonder what's going on. Why is he in the next to freedom soldiers and not shooting them and etc, etc. And then it hit me. This isn't my faction's base and loners can walk up to here. Disastrous, genuinely disastrous. You can't have, like, 2 minutes of peace and quiet before something happens and you get just pounced upon. Just will not happen. Okay. What I was gonna say is I'm heading to Truck Cemetery. Nothing particularly interesting there, but I have 2 things to do in the Dark Valley, and from the Dark Valley I can go, well, I can either come back, I can head south if I want, I can head towards Cordon again, the Rookie Village, I can head towards, well, all sorts of places really, so... Did a bullet just land there? That's entirely possible. No, it's just the anomaly. We're gonna feel the lack of anarchists in the region. Duty's gonna start moving up from over here. Monolith is monoliths, so you never know. We've kind of driven them back, but at the same time, like, not really. Is that the military, or, yeah, that kind of looks like the military. Okay. Oh, I put the scope from the AK on the Vityaz, and it changes color when you do that for some reason. Like, it's different on the AK than this. I guess it's a setting, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, I like it. The iron sights are perfectly fine on the Vityaz, to be honest. I just prefer red dots and hollow to iron sights, but I suppose I'm of that generation, right? The digital generation where everything is fancy and high tech and whatnot, so can't really blame me. Though, if ever there is an EMP blast, I'll be screwed. Guess all my optics won't work. But up until that point, basically shut up. I'm kidding. There is an argument to be made for the rugged and I just fell down. The rugged and reliable iron sights. That said, I do think everyone should learn to shoot with iron sights first. Then you can move on to red dot, hollow, or scopes, or whatever the hell you want. But you should learn to fire iron sights. You should learn how to aim with iron sights, because you'd be shocked how many people don't know how to do that. Or rather, maybe more accurately, where to aim with iron sights. Sorry. That's a dead merc. That's the Ukrainian flag on that soldier. Correction, that was the Ukrainian flag on that soldier. Back off. I have a rough idea of where he is, but I don't know exactly, so I'd like to reconsider our engagement. Might not even be shooting at me, but ecologists. All my respect, but I don't want to waste AP ammo on zombies. which is why I desperately need another magazine, but I can't seem to find another Vityaz anywhere. None of the traders seem to stock extra mags for Vityazes. Generally speaking, finding magazines in Europe kind of difficult. Finding extra magazines. Oh, didn't reload. That was the last one in the. Hi. Yeah. Okay, did we get them up there? Yes, I'm gonna assume yes. Now, it's not exactly the smartest thing to do. I'm assuming you're gonna claim this guy too. Yeah. That's okay. Those are all yours. That's fine. But up here, I shot a soldier, and he is mine for the looting. Typical. Completely useless service outfit. Torn to shreds helmet. Mind you, I shot like a couple of bullets through it, so I'm the one to blame for that. Old ammo and a broken AK. Just how broken? Extremely broken, like extremely broken. So realistically, you weren't worth the bullets I expended to kill you. That's not a Merc, that's a clear sky. Dude. Right there. Said I was going to the... truck cemetery. And I still am. Just that, oh. Oh. Yeah, that was a lucky find. Okay. That was a lucky find. Let's open it. I'm disappointed. And the PDA is broken too. Well, here's the thing. I need to go and either sell this or put it in an artifact application module. So let's go do that right away before I die of radiation poisoning. Yeah, it's going to tick up ever so slowly. I think a shot of vodka will do when I come back. Or when I come back. When I get rid of it, like to remove the radiation, I think a shot of vodka will do. Or some cigarettes or something. But... Sorry. But I need to sell it as fast as possible. And then we're off to the truck cemetery. Okay. sold the poisonous little artifact to the merchant over at the Freedom Base, and there's even kind of a farewell party, I suppose, here for me. Well, not for me, obviously, but it is nice that the anarchists have a bit of an outpost here, too. This is a corpse up here. Oh, a couple of coins, but alright. And behind me, over there, is the road to the... Sorry? The truck cemetery. Yes, I thought it said dead something, but no. Is the road to the truck cemetery, which can be rather dangerous. So, can't say I'm exactly anxious to get there. Can't say that at all because there's an anomaly in front of me. I know, I missed it. Really? There's like a gap in the fence that I've missed, or, what? Yes, there is a gap in the fence that you've missed. You blind moron. Alright. And here we go. Man, this place has a special atmosphere. I'm a little bit hurt, I've noticed. But I've also noticed that over time, if I'm properly fed and drink a lot of water, that I recover. So that's kind of what I'm hoping will happen. Mind you, I am sleepy, so I think a good night's rest will do me just fine. Nearly full mag. Okay, let's eject it. Put FMJ. Not the biggest fan of this kind of ammunition for Truck Cemetery, but I don't know whether I'm going to be fighting mutants or wild boars or you know, God forbid, bloodsuckers or something, so okay. Not gonna lie, a little bit creepy, a little bit sudden, but we got there, I suppose. Here's the thing, this really isn't the best weapon to have currently. I mean, in all due honesty, it's the only weapon I can have currently. It's the only weapon that I can afford currently. But that aside, it's not the best weapon to have in the zone, especially, you know, paired with a Glock. Like, it's the same ammunition, which isn't great. Matter of fact, it's kind of terrible. But even if we don't just look at the ammunition, there's the whole other problem of wasn't there a scouting expedition zone cracker? No. Eliminate the monolith convert. I got that over there. No. No, there isn't. So just head south. And check out the chest in the chest? Yeah, the chest in the car. So straight down. Alright. I was going somewhere with this. It's not the greatest weapon to have, and it's, you know, ammunition's terrible. I mean, 9mm generally isn't... it's not terrible, but it's not good either. It's kind of versatile, which is a good thing, but it's a bit too versatile in that it doesn't do anything particularly well. Though AP proved relatively fine, there are better options out there. Generally speaking, if you want to shoot at well-armored human targets, assault rifle, quote-unquote assault rifle, you know. Larger caliber rifle ammunition is what you want to go with. 5.56, 5.45, 7.62. Anything bigger than that, you probably want to put a scope on it, and there's no way it saw me, right? Did it kill the fracture? Because that's what it looks like from here. I suppose I'd rather go through the anomalies and go around the problem than straight through, but I get the feeling I'm going to end up on that hill in both situations. And then it's not going to be particularly pleasant. There's a zombie over there too. Reconnaissance, that's what we're doing right now, reconnaissance. Here's the thing though. I'm gonna inject the magazine, I'm gonna unload all the ammo from it. And I'm gonna load up on hollow points. High tissue damage compared to medium on both of these. Or low to medium and medium. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be worth it. Because I don't see any humans around here. All I see is a bloodsucker in that general direction. Some boars over there, a zombie over there. That's That covers a pretty wide area, and I don't see any humans, so... I hate doing this. I hate being this slow in a situation like this, especially because I've already been through the area. But at the same time, I have to. Wait. All three of these lead to army warehouses. Interesting. Okay. And I'll grab FMJ for the pistol. So then I can switch to the pistol if there's a firefight that's about to happen. Now here's the thing. I don't want to fight the bloodsucker. I really don't. Staying on this side of the fence increases my chance of avoiding the fucker altogether. And running into something else? Probably. But there's about... Well, I think, honestly, there's literally three mutants I'd consider more dangerous than the bloodsucker, or more terrifying than the bloodsucker. And I'm hesitant to pronounce their names because I get the feeling some divine entity will hear my words and summon them forth. But they are Controller, Librarian, and Chimera. Chimera because of its ridiculous health and speed, Controller for its obvious reasons, and a Librarian because, well, terrifying. Horribly unsettling. So I just got pushed back by something, and there is shooting up ahead. No, that's not helpful. Could switch to an echo detector. I think I have one. I should have one. Yeah. Nothing. We're getting shot at by Spetsnaz in the truck cemetery west of the containers. It's stupid, it's silly, I hate doing it, but it's the only way I'm gonna survive, and, you know, if it's stupid, but it keeps me alive, it's not stupid anymore. I can't go up against Spetsnaz again, or, you know, it's just Spetsnaz. They call everything Spetsnaz now, it's just the army. I can't go up against the army. With hollow point bullets. Even the most dumb, basic vest. Our watchmen need to get to their posts. Right there. Really? Can't see through the foliage, but I get the feeling that the army won. That's okay, though. They're going to walk down there, because there's nowhere to go in that direction. They're going to walk down there, I'm going to ambush them. Yep. You got caught looting, boy! You got caught. Feel bad for the clear sky, folks. If I were a bit faster, maybe I would have saved one or two of them. Well, not if I were a bit faster. If I had another magazine, basically. If I had another magazine, I would have saved one or two of them. Undoubtedly. But I don't, and I didn't. Unfortunately. And this was a proper firefight, eh? Saiga, Kevlar, 9x21 Serdyukov, and an APS. A Stechkin. Supposedly one of the best pistols in Russia, or in the Soviet Union / Russia. It was a Russian pistol, right? It was, again, inspiration from Soviet arsenal, etc., etc. Replaced the T-34, but T-33, or the TT-33, depends on where you are, really, in the world. Custom SPAS 12, that's bound to be worth something. Apparently the accuracy and the trigger on that thing is almost as good as a competition gun. That's what I've heard. Haven't tested it out, haven't fired it, ever. Dunno. But that's what I was told. I'm honestly having a hard time believing that a Soviet service pistol would possess those qualities. Seems a bit, I don't know, far-fetched, maybe? But it's not impossible. I mean, the TT-33 was a ridiculously good pistol, so... For its time, obviously. I mean, you know, it's outdated, and everyone who says that it isn't outdated doesn't know better. It is an outdated pistol. I'm sorry, it is outdated in every way, shape, and form. But it's still bloody amazing. So, don't get me wrong, it's still a bloody fucking amazing gun. The penetration of it is truly something special. The you know, amount of protection Ooh, hello. the amount of protection a FMJ bullet fired from a TT-33 or any of its clones, used in other Eastern European countries, such as Yugoslavia, which, not arguably, I would say factually made the best clone of the TT-33, removing most, if not all, of the negative aspects of the TT-33 in its original configuration. They, or rather, the Yugoslav weapon was legendary. Of course, it lacked stopping power. With high penetration, that's what you get. Its transfer of kinetic energy was abysmal. So much so that I've killed that ball with 9mm AP, right? Because it's 9mm. It is AP, but it's still a hole, right? It's a decently sized hole through a decently sized bore, fair enough. But it is, like I said, a decently sized bullet. .762 times 25. Problematic. The smaller bullet, traveling at high speed. It's a lengthier bullet as well, so you know it packs more punch. Well, it's faster. It doesn't necessarily pack more punch in the kinetic sense. So yeah, it had problems. As a matter of fact, that's the sole reason the pistol was ever replaced. And the caliber was also sort of is also sort of considered obsolete. It just goes too quickly through things. It doesn't deliver any kinetic energy upon impact. And that's a big problem, especially because it's a service pistol. Usually it was used by police officers. Okay, fair enough. The army used it. Special forces, I think, had some pistols in that caliber or whatever for a time. And yeah, okay, fair enough. But at the same time, it was a problem. People would get shot multiple times with the with that bullet, and you just wouldn't feel it. I think they've described it. There's even records of like people that got shot with it and describing it. They say that it initially, underneath all the shock and adrenaline, it feels like getting stung by a mosquito. Except the pain sort of lingers, right? So it's not like you've been stung and it doesn't hurt anymore. The pain lingers, but you have been stung by a mosquito. You haven't been shot by a bullet. That's at least that's what they said. Don't know. Haven't been shot with one, but I've been shot by 5.56 multiple times. Or was it 5.45? I don't remember what that monolith soldier had. Besides the point, which is the reason that the whole pistol and the bullet was retired, and new pistols were issued, at least in Yugoslavia, and then, of course, in the Soviet Union, later Russia as well. The pistols were just replaced. Stechkin was one of the pistols that replaced it, along with the MP443 Grach. The Makarov is still in use, I think. It's a fine pistol. Comes in a couple of different variants, and yeah, the history really goes on from there. Anywho, now into the Dark Valley.